let's not do that. Morning. How's it going? Can we get rid of lines? A little bit. Okay. I think we might have to open up knife size a little bit for this one. Don't know if I'm too happy with that. Although we want kind of a worried expression on here, I believe. You keep losing the focus here. Yeah, it feels like every time I get the pencil in there. God damn it. Well, that sucks a bit. There, put it up a little bit. Maybe that will help. No, it doesn't seem like it. No. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. It's funny how often you just stumble into a decent expression. Hey. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Oh, there's the other part of the eraser. That's why I'm like, what am I kicking? Oh, fuck's sake. Sorry. Didn't mean to headbutt the microphone. Okay, let's do this a bit tighter. Got a reasonably good idea of what I want to do with this page, I think. Hey, how's it going, man? This is, well, page 6 of issue 4. This is the fight between Knife and Gun Show and at the moment Hogstab. That's he's waiting for reinforcements. It's going to be a few pages before he gets it, though. No, every once in a while I wear it when I think of it. Basically, last time would have been handy. I know I smudged a whole bunch. If I do the eye slits, does that? You know what? That still kind of works. I don't want to give him like big, wide, white eyes all of a sudden out of nowhere. That'd be kind of weird. Nope, stay put. Thank you. And how you doing? You back on North American soil now? I guess it's about that time. Anything more to this costume? I feel like this costume isn't nearly as intricate as I thought it was. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this. Kind of like that? Sure. Well, we don't really need that to overlap too much, I don't think. Can I do a force perspective boot to the face that actually looks all right? I kind of doubt it. I mean, it looks kind of silly, but no, I'm thinking that's probably not the way to go. A little bit bigger, maybe. Yeah. I feel like they're too far apart for that. Yeah, it's. I would imagine it was a little weird. Just like, oh, wait a minute, is he? What am I? I'm trying to do the math on the time zones. It's like they can't be up at 11 in the morning here. No, I can draw a dude getting punched. That's fine. It's finding a good angle that doesn't seem like I'm constantly trying to find a better dynamic angle. It helps that, like, my comics are goofy, so I don't mind putting a dumb expression on a dude's face when he's getting punched. So this should be coming toward us, I think. Not too much, but a little bit. This feels like it's not going to be very different from the one I just erased. Only know how to draw people being punched. Yeah, it's we all have our gifts, right? Part of the problem here is the panel design, I think. Done this big rectangle and it doesn't really fit anything well. Really, this panel should be at vertical. I could do 2 verticals instead. That might work out better. I don't know. I'm kind of doubting it though. Had an idea when I started this, and now I have to put it down. Doesn't make any sense, as usual. Maybe more like that, diagonal. Yeah, so if you put that on the diagonal, that makes this inherently more interesting, at least. So still a similar drawing, but the diagonal panel. It just helps it feel a bit more dynamic, at least. It'd be funny if I finish it now and find out I'm completely wrong. Hey, Mark, how's it going, man? Good stuff. Glad to hear it. I'm actually drawing some action pages for once. It's been a little while. Okay. So a busy Sunday. All right. Not a fan of those generally. And I find I haven't had to deal with them too often since I haven't been married. Okay, I like that panel fine. Now let's see if we can come up with something interesting for it. I think this one here is going to be okay. It's the one over it here I'm not so sure about. Yeah, that ought to be fine. Okay. Trying to do a kick panel that's not just a close-up of his face, getting the boot across it. Because that's obviously the first thing that comes to my mind, because I basically just did that. Not kicks. God damn it. Oh, they're just gonna show fucking shoot. I'm looking for like I'm literally looking up like cool kick, and it's just showing fucking shoes and deodorant apparently. Hmm. Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme should have a cool kick somewhere in his repertoire, right? Oh, not unless I want to do jumping splits in the air as a roundhouse splits. I almost want to do that now. no, we're not doing that. What's the well, not a drop kick. Let's see. But I feel like a Liu Kang kick might not be too bad, where he's like folding the leg underneath him here. So because we don't want to go like medium shot, a bit of a close up. If we can do a bit of a longer shot, that would be better. No, not the bicycle kick. It's difficult to pull off the bicycle kick in comics. I'm talking about like if there's such a thing as like an arrow kick, where you're like jumping forward and he just does all of his momentum goes into the forward kick. Although, if we set up like a if we show the back of him here, then it gets a lot more momentum for this shot here, and maybe Yeah, falcon kick, that kind of thing. That sounds about right. If you show the back from here, then the momentum swing to this is huge. Here, let's try that. Remember, kids, never do thumbnails. They will never help you in your life. The only problem, of course, is that his back is to us if we do it that way. Unless we go like worm's eye view. And then it's just a crotch shot. I don't think I want to do that either. Okay. Fuck, I got to do a kick of some kind here. I don't just want to copy the Cyberzerk kick I did. That is kind of the best kick I've done so far. Ah, the hell with it. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think I want to do the back to him. Oh, I believe Daniel Warren Johnson does seem to love his wrestling, particularly his Mexican wrestling, from what I can see. But I mean, there's a lot of shit in do a power bomb. Which is kind of a mix between Mexican and like New Japan or something. I like this punch. Yeah, no, I agree. You have to draw the fucking blades flying everywhere too. See, it's all about how much you mash up the recipient's face, I think. Well, that's there's a fair amount of, I don't know. I guess it's mostly just the masked wrestler part in do a power bomb. I don't know that there's really. I mean, there's other elements, I guess, from Mexican wrestling, but not that I know a lot about it myself. Pretty much all the Mexican wrestling I know about, I got from WWE, which is not much. Oh, weird. All the sound in the house died. These proportions are going to make a whole lot of sense. This is more like a Psylocke kind of kick, really, if anything. Yeah, okay, this shouldn't be up on. This should be behind. The elbow should be behind him here. That's what we should be doing. And don't forget the pouches, because I usually forget the pouches. That would be which sword? Just the little one. Okay. Oh, you mean here? I think this is more the page border here. This is basically where you're supposed to keep your lettering inside, I believe. So that there's no, in case there's some sort of, it gets a little too close. I believe that's how it goes. Not that I've ever seen any kind of instructions about it, so I don't know for sure. Get the Jay Lee sword flying out. Sure. And then the bottom here is more of a settle down kind of panel. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's do some panel borders here. Actually, I don't really need. No, because I think we should leave this one open and then just scrambly panel borders on this. I think that would make a bit more sense. Hey, Montoya, how you doing, man? Maybe I'll just draw figures first then. Well, here, tell you what, let's draw the actual panel borders in pencil. How's that? Okay, this one looks like it's going to be, well, it's kind of the most penciled, so to start with, and we need to kind of work out from the middle, it feels like. I just realized I forgot to put any tunes on this thing. Doesn't matter? Does anybody care? I'm not even sure where my fucking phone is, so maybe it doesn't matter. See, I gotta convince it to put ink down every time. These fucking old ones are annoying. I'm not sure what happened with that last stream. For some reason, I couldn't get my camera to hook up to YouTube, basically. And I didn't do anything different this time than usual. Just logged in again. It's like, yeah, no, this time it works. It's like, okay, fine. I guess that's what we're doing then. And as for Hawkstop landing, I hit with his blades. I mean, he lands a punch, and theoretically, he should be decapitating the guy, but we're basically kind of ignoring the blades except for the blood splatter that's going to fly out this way. Oh, what the hell? None of the pens are going to work. Is it getting... I feel like this was a problem last year in summer where all my pens kept drying out. I don't know if that's a thing with microns or not. I suppose that must be it, just that they're super durable. Yeah. Like everybody kind of is, right? In this kind of world. I'm getting nothing out of this thing. Now be careful not to put too much detail on these guys. That's a difficulty, because then it feels like the lines are all sitting on them, unless you get all the lines going in one direction. Something I've noted, particularly on the last page, actually. Let's see here. That is always the problem, you know, when you make a guy who has retractable claws or non-retractable claws, either way, it's like, how is every fight not like 2 hits maximum? It's like, well, if you make it so everybody else is super durable and kind of lessen the intent, you know, lessen the impact that way, then I guess there's that. Or you make them so they have like healing factors, so they actually do get like, you know, the blood flying everywhere. So I guess I'm thinking the Logan versus Logan fight in Logan. That's looking all right. No, I'm not getting anything out of that if I do that. I'm not entirely sure if that works, but it's not too bad. Sure, those are muscles and tendons and shit. Why not? Come on. Really just kind of making this shit up as I go here. But I think it's largely working, maybe. Gonna have to wait until it's done before we can tell. It's funny coming up with muscles that are like, I think this is close to what the actual muscle is, but it doesn't lend to the dynamicism, so I'm just going to move it a little bit. And let's throw some extra vein work in there because, I mean, why not? It's not going to take away from the impact, that's for sure. It'll be interesting once I get rid of the pencil here, what this is actually going to look like. I don't really have an idea just yet. Try and do a little bit carefully. I think we need a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of white oak. This is the kind of silliness I like. Just over the top in every way. Where were these ones? Is it these ones? I think it's, yeah, the Poscas. Can I get these to work a little bit? A little bit. Okay. We can work around the rest of that. Okay. No. Damn it. Okay, get back here. Okay, seriously, where's my phone? There we go. I think it would be probably best if we get some tunes on here since I'm not talking too much, so anybody tuning in is just gonna get creeped out. Okay, just a moment here. Sure. I think that hair turned out too bad, actually. For, imitation Liefeld hair. Nope. Don't go running away. Thank you. Trying some new stuff with the whatever this thing is on his chest here, because I was doing some union earlier, because that's going to be coming up in a week or so. And realized that he's got the same kind of thing on his chest. And it's like, oh, fuck, maybe that's where I got it from. Actually, I think it was Spartan who had this originally, but. And given that Jim Lee helped design Union, it's like, oh man, that's a little unimaginative, but okay. But yeah, seeing Mark Teixeira drawing it instead is like, oh hey, wait a minute. That's giving me some ideas on how to render that a bit better. Didn't quite execute here, but that's okay. So it's a learning process always. Particularly when you don't remember anything from drawing to drawing. Go back and fix that up a bit because it always ends up looking so scratchy. Yeah, I've got the first 4 of them actually. So, what is it? The Fury one, I think Tales from Beyond, Tales of the Uncanny, and then something from Beyond. I don't have the Tomorrow Syndicate or I don't remember what his name was now. The Horus, Lord of Light. So I'll do another one of those pretty soon. Pretty soon, probably meaning like in a month or two. But you know. There we go. That'll have to do, I think. Kind of doing a redo of the page, what was it, page 4, I guess, a little bit, with taking the lessons we learned from page 4 and reapplying. So getting that wobbly face. Hey, Steele, how you doing, buddy? It's not turning out quite the way I hoped. Interesting. Hey, Albiro, how's it going? Good to have you here. Ow. I've been using the Micron a bit too long, and obviously pressing down on the pens too much. So we do some lines here and then spatter that way, something like that. That needs a bit more to it. Okay, this expression isn't very good, I don't think. It's part of the problem. You need to get the the lip getting blown out like a balloon. I mean, I think that's kind of similar to page 4, but this looks just goofy. Which, I mean, sometimes I'm for, but not necessarily in this case. Have to wait for that to dry before we can do anything with that. A little bit better. Oh, I smudged it. Shit. Okay, so try and keep my hand off of that from going forward. I don't have a light box. Yeah, so I've never really tried it. I'd like to at some point. Or even just like scan them in and that kind of thing. But I can't print on large paper, that kind of thing. So haven't really had a way to do that as far as I know. Let's see here. Yep. Where's my ruler at? Where am I? There we go. Let's try this with an actual brush. Why not? See how it comes out. I think I've done this before. I didn't really do much. Not like much different anyway. Yeah. It's okay. Not super special. I mean, you know, probably should have. Although theoretically, I mean, he would have got some hits in on Hawkstab too, so he should be at least feeling a little woozy. Okay, this is looking a little bit like a tumor on Knife's back here, but I think I'm going to let it stay. Yeah, he's just all flopping around and shit, and all his muscles are rearranging themselves. That's the reason for that. Hey, Brain, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Does he have gloves or anything? I don't know if there's ever been any indication. I don't think so. Yes, I think he does actually have gloves. Okay, good to know. Thanks, I appreciate. Yeah, I was going for more of a kinetic kind of thing. It's like I think I got most of what I was looking for in that. Not 100% because I never find 100%, but maybe at least 80. Okay. Not in this case, no. No, this one's more about I don't know. Just try, I mean, I think the fights I'm not going to swipe a whole lot. You know, poses here and there. That's about it. But for the most part, trying to come up with something a bit more interesting a lot of the time, I think. And we'll probably fail a lot of the time too, but that's all right. That's how it works. I guess we should go all the way through, shouldn't we? Maybe not all of them. Because I want to do some spatter on the other side of this. I don't want it to be like lost in the speed lines. Which is the title of my memoir. It's tough with there's a lot of pointing out just what doesn't work in there, doesn't it? Which is weird. But it's not like that's the other thing is that it's not like these guys are, or at least not in 1993. They're not like masters or anything. They're more like pop stars. And then you get like, the Busimas and Neil Adams and all that, Jack Kirby, and they all kind of refer back to Hal Foster, Milt Caniff, all that. Okay. Oh, gun show is he's just waiting in the background. He's waiting his turn. I mean, that's, you know, I think that's standard. This leg is ridiculous. It's like 3 times the length of his torso. But the gun show fight is going to go a lot longer than this one. I mean, this one basically just went 2 pages, right? Which, I mean, you know, the guy's name is Knife. Like, how long is his fight really going to go? He takes a couple of swings and then that's all he's got. So he's not exactly fun to draw anymore after that. No, exactly. That's the rules. And like I said, he'll put up a better fight. It in the script, it kind of feels like he's just kind of tolerating Knife a little bit. So like, you can have your turn, and then you know, when your shit doesn't work, which it probably won't, then I'll step in. It's okay. Yeah, you gotta remember, we're not going for realistic fights here. Yeah. Each one should look like its own threat. If he can hold his own against both of them, then they're not a credible threat. Yeah, just black that in. The law of conservation of ninjutsu, exactly. Yeah, you can't think of it in terms of a real fight. The JLA always jumping people though? I mean, you know, if it's a See, that's a little different because if you need like 5 JLA members to take down Darkseid, then it makes Darkseid look super strong. And I mean, they're the JLA, so you get all sorts of other stories where they look tough against somebody else. But if Darkseid's showing up for one issue, it's got to take everybody's combined effort and then a little bit extra. You just got to make sure you don't pull a Worf, where every time a bad guy shows up, your guys get tossed around, because then it makes your guys look friggin' weak. Sorry, I'm still enjoying Law of Conservation of Ninjutsu. That's kind of exact. Yeah. I mean, you can do that for sure. There's a lot of different ways you can play it, right? Just don't think of it like a real fight. You gotta think of like how does this make this guy look? You gotta think of it in wrestling terms. So like the fight between Hawk Stab and Knife here is essentially a squash. So when he turns on his buddy, you assume that's going to also be a squash. And then when he turns out to be actually much tougher than Hawk Stab, you believe it when I have to call in like the whole team for reinforcements. No, that's true. Yeah. Where it doesn't apply to boss fights. That's true. You know what? I was worried about this kick. This kick turned out all right. The punch is like, not quite as good as I was hoping, I think. Still pretty good. Mostly because I keep smearing it, maybe. But we're gonna need like a sound effect and dialogue over that as well. So I mean, it'll look better in the finished project. And we're gonna do the spatter. I can probably do that. like right now, actually. Where's the thing I was using? There we go. Then I'll have to white that out again. I got a few. I'll just Tombow in a couple of more big blobs in there, and that'll work. Yes, Hawks next. I don't know if it's next page. I think we need a bit of a break, and then for a reset. But yeah, very shortly, he gets the big hit in. Gun Show gets the big hit in on Hawkstab first. And then he's just kind of going to be dodging out of the way for a little while of attacks while his buddies show up. Or while his buddies are, get close. The stash hairs flying. I think I kind of did, but they're getting lost in like between the speed lines and the spatter. You can't really tell. There's another good title for the memoirs: Between the Speed Lines and the Spatter. Yeah, that looks all right. And then you put like a word bubble up here and big sound effect down here. I think that all works actually. Oh shit! Come on, figure it out. Cannot erase over whiteout if you keep forgetting. It's actually working okay for the moment. Yeah, that's all right. Cool. Greats do fix all, do they not? So yeah, this part up here is in danger probably of being cut off, but I don't think the head is. And I mean, these days you can enlarge or shrink your file so it doesn't matter anyway, right? My completely black thumb now. Hi, Kana. How's it going? Oh, man, dude, everybody took off. Shit. There's only a couple of us left. Okay. It's funny. The first instinct is always to be like, oh, shit, did I say something? And then it's like, well, no, probably, it's 3 o'clock on a Sunday for some people and they want to do something. Sounds like 160. Yeah, okay. Doing all right. Okay, so we should probably start working on Hawkstab's head. You know what? There should be blades coming out of this side of his forearm. I think we're gonna have to fudge that one. It's funny. I rarely draw the blades actually coming out of his forearms. So when I actually get there, it's like, oh wait, shoot, that was this angle. I forgot. Same with this one, actually. It should be coming out on the side here. Apparently, it's changed from synthwave to mid-90s slow jams. I guess the two, they're kind of indistinguishable sometimes. I should probably wash this right now, or this is like never going to come off. Hang on a second. That'll be fine. I think I did get a bunch of water in this glove though, because I was too dumb to take it off first. No, no. I don't think this is that not that fight anyway. Thought about it for a second. It's like, I don't, maybe not. I think just punching, like bursting. Oh shoot, is this wet now? I feel like it is now. Shit. Okay, I think I'll just take that off then. I think just bursting through the panel border is like stepping outside of it is enough in this case, or should be. Anything to do about this? Not really. I'll wet it out if I have to. I think the worst thing is that it's a little floppy here now because I think the wet part was kind of sitting on it. Shit. Oh well. I mean, like, you don't know that's not coming, right? The blade's coming out of his calves. It's always a possibility. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense for the hair not to be busting out here, but not there. Hawk step. I mean, you know, I'm going through all the tropes. There is going to, you know, there's just a couple of us here, right? There is going to be a sort of an evil brother at one point. I have not, and he will also have blades. I have not decided how they're coming out yet, because that's like issue 50 kind of shit. And we're only on issue 4. That said, like every once in a while I go, holy shit, I'm on issue 4. So that's pretty good. That face ended up looking all right. Okay, I'll you know what, I'll clean out the guy's name. I guess some people could watch this back. The guy, it's not Hawk, it's Stabatage, because he's again evil brother. He's showing up to fuck with Hawkstab's new career. So yeah, I know when I came up with that, I was like, oh shit. That's not really helping me at all. And then, you know, eventually they're gonna have to reconcile. So I think at that point he's gonna become Stabarinth. So there were days at work where I was, you know, supposed to be working, and I was just on like thesaurus.com or, you know, words that end with to find rhyming words. Or like words that have this in the, you know, so they have ab in them because, you know, obviously you don't want something that already has stab in it, but you can go from there. But yeah, Stabatage and then Stabarinth. So he's kind of got the best names, maybe. Using up 2 on the same guy, it's like tough, but at the same time, it's like it works though thematically. Stabdominal. He's a distant cousin. Now you got to remember, these are image names, so or close to, so they're pre-meme. Stabby McStab Stab doesn't work as well in this case. Stab normal, that's a bit closer. No, this isn't a good face at all. Yeah. There we go, it's still better. What? Stab Master Arson? Is that a pun? That feels like 3 random words. If that's a reference to something, that's awesome. But like, okay, by all means. Shoot, that's a little bit further out than it should be. Oh, it's going to take a minute to dry now. I figured laying it on there. Oh, okay. I never did watch CB4. I almost feel like I kind of should have. So my bad there. All right, that's cool then. No, fuck, that's not going to help. This whole arm just like isn't working. Fuck. I've heard that CB4 is funny as hell. Yeah, that's one of those things. It's like, shit, I probably should check that out someday. And then by the time I'm like, maybe I should watch a movie, I've forgotten all about it. And I have not done the others. I think I talked about maybe doing it at some point, probably. I didn't actually do a video on it though. So I have not paid money for others' comics just yet. So at least I can say that. I think I did decide that this was going to go across again, didn't I? Yet. So a little bit of Masters of the Universe costume going on here. What the fuck does his belt look like? Shit. Did I draw it at all? Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, no, don't don't go looking. Trying to think of ones that I do have that people haven't seen that not too many people have seen. There's the Hitman ones, of course. Nobody watches the Hitman ones. I gotta keep doing them though, because again, that was one of my favorite books for a while there. Trying to think of what there's that I've done so many fucking comics now. I'm pretty sure I'm at like 200 on revisits around there. Maybe closer to 3. I'm not for sure. There's my account. Come on, you can do it. I think my laptop is dying on me here. What do we got for revisits? 206. Is that all? That feels low. All right. Oh, you know what? This does not work at all. This is way too low down. It looks like he's got like some kind of baby belly going on. I am actually spending the next little while getting to a bunch of revisits that I kind of always meant to and kind of never got around to. So, like, I'm finishing up a Union #1 revisit now, which is like, it's a Mark Teixeira thing. I should spend some time on that. I think I'm probably going to hit Dooms 4 pretty soon. So not the others, but same kind of quality, I think. I don't know if I can make it through an others book, to be honest. Like, I don't think I'd get to, because I think it's 3 issues. I don't think I'd get to issue 3. All right. Don't I do a Rob retrospective like 3 or 4 times a month? Like, just do his whole career? Because, like, I feel like that video's been made a bunch by guys who are better at it than me. That turned out terribly. the best of Rob. It's a 7-minute video. It's all about, what is it about? Youngblood 2 and 3. Shit, I made Youngblood 2 and 3 video. See, the thing with the others, I'm pretty sure it would just be boring, and I hate doing those. I stopped doing the Captain America revisits because they're just poorly crafted. It's like, it's not Rob a lot of the time. Rob's just kind of providing the most basic outlines. And then I'm going to make fun of Jonathan Sabal? Who's Jonathan Sabal? What's the point of that? And, like, there's no story, and there's no attempt at drawing anything interesting. It's all half-assed. And, I got bored. I'm pretty sure that's what the others would end up being. The best of Rob is where that's true. It's tough because, like, with Rob, there's a very, I should do what is it, rejects, I think, at some point. Because that, I think he had redoubled his efforts, or was tracing more or something, and put a lot more line work into stuff. And it still looks bad. So that might be worth going over. But like for the most part, oh, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. As I turn the voice on, hey, thank you so much. But yeah, no, it's I don't know. It's tough to maintain interest in the Liefeld stuff because I feel like I've said it all before. Um, I've done plenty where he's not even trying, and that's so much of his stuff. Like the first few, I'd say most of his Youngblood stuff is worth looking at because he's trying not to half-ass that a lot of the time, and like he thinks he's doing something worthwhile, at least on some of the later issues, which is hilarious. But like Youngblood number 1, 2, 3, he's putting in the line work, and there's all sorts of bad stuff in there, but like that's the stuff I appreciate. When he's just doing outlines that have no detail, and like, I don't know, it's like if he's not trying, why should I try? Yeah. All right, Montoya. Thanks for sticking around, man. Appreciate it. Every time you guys stick around on your Sundays, it's like, oh, that's so nice. I wouldn't do that for somebody else. Oh, maybe I would. Oh, I should probably try. Okay, not dropping that for one thing. Erasing some of this, but after that dries a bit more, just erase around it for now. Man, a lot of just smudging stuff on this page, this panel particularly. Yeah, because like I don't know, when Rob doesn't care, like I've covered that. I've covered that a bunch of times. To the point where it's like I don't feel like I have anything new to say about it, I guess. And I mean, I don't want to like, as surprising as it may be, I don't want to beat up on the guy. I just want there to be a realistic account out there, I think, of what Rob Liefeld has managed to put out there. Because you see, I don't know, everyone has to jump one way or the other, where it's like Rob Liefeld's amazing and he saved the industry, or Rob Liefeld can't draw anything. It's like, well, nah, there's a bit of a middle ground, actually. It's closer to Rob Liefeld can't draw anything, but every once in a while he comes up with something interesting, but you got to point out the stuff that he does wrong. You can't just say he doesn't draw feet because he draws feet all the time. What you want to say is that he draws feet badly. But like that's not even really that much of a criticism. All sorts of people don't draw feet properly. I think it's, you know, a bit more important to point out, no, it's Rob Liefeld isn't a comic artist. He doesn't take the time to do an underdrawing, that kind of thing. He just goes, which sounds familiar actually now that I think of it, but we're not talking about me. We're talking about Rob. I don't get paid. He gets paid. So there we go. That's the difference. Yes. Well, I mean, he still gets away with it, which is, you know, that's fine as long as like there are some people willing to say things that, you know, like just how things are, which is what I'm trying to do. That was one thing that bugged me actually when I was starting out, was like I was looking for videos on Rob Liefeld, and it's like all you see is stuff praising Rob Liefeld or saying, you know, this is not so bad. This is okay. This is, you know, it's like, okay. What about all the stuff that is bad though? Why isn't anybody saying anything about that? Why are we pretending like he's a comic artist? No, it's, you know, I don't know. I guess I just wanted a slightly different perspective than what I could find. So I think I've done that. I want to see how many Liefeld videos have I done? 54. Well, that's like Rob Liefeld / Extreme. Oh, sure. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, I've done 54 videos about either Rob Liefeld or Rob Liefeld created products. Shit. That's a bit. That's like a quarter of my output. Do I have any coming out this week? Can I offset that a little bit? That's a lot, man. Shit. That's when you get to the point. It's like, okay, maybe I have a problem. What have I got coming out soon? This coming week? Oh, God forbid that you actually work. Okay. Union Treasure. FF, yeah. Did that FF come out? Oh no, both the FFs came out, didn't they? No, just the one FF came out. That's right. And that, and okay, and then Dragon. All right. I don't think I'm scary. Yeah, is a little bit. I don't think I've got any Liefeld coming out for a couple of weeks at least. So maybe I can kind of swing it back a little bit, so it's closer to a fifth of my output than a quarter. We'll have to see. $50. That would make it, yeah. So that, not until I get to like the 250 video mark. The 250 revisit mark, actually. Well, it's like at this point, it's like, have I already done that? I haven't done any of his Hawk and Dove, and I meant to do that at some point. So the next one I've got coming up Well, I guess Doom's 4 #1 will get classified as an extreme book. See, that's the thing, right? It's like, is that really Liefeld? Kind of. And then not until, wow, I kind of cut him out for a while. Youngblood Strike File. That's like 5-6 weeks from now. All right. I'm enjoying this though. Sorry, man. We're gonna lose some people watching if I don't shoot things. How do I draw this thing? Let's do the back of it. It's gonna look like a fucked up Christmas tree. All right. That's the thing. It's difficult to tell. I looked through that. I have all the Huckaduff issues. And it's hard to tell like what he might have drawn, because it is still very early in his career. I don't know if he went a little more than usual to try and impress people. I think probably not. He probably didn't do that at all. He probably went like minimal because he thought like, yeah, no, this is all we need to do. This is the stuff all my classmates like, you know. I mean, they're kind of back. This is the Jay Lee sword thing, which kind of looks like a fucked up Christmas tree if you just like put it in perspective a little bit. Or it did for a second. So if you're okay with that, then yes. That doesn't look like the sword, but that's okay. I mean, this is going to be off the fucking panel anyway. And I haven't been drawing it with the swords on his back, which I should be doing because I keep forgetting about it. Let me see how it looks here. That and then just a blade and then like a two-hander. Okay. Okay, let's get a knife. Is kind of clueless, so he's going to carry a katana on his back. Is that a katana or is that more of a like an odachi or something there? Doesn't really matter. Which one of us is clueless now? And we'll just do like a couple of small knives popping out the back here, because why not? Probably should put something here then too. And here. I have to revisit this, and then I'm going to forget before I do. I'll just put some random knives kind of falling out of them here. Like a ninja star or something. All right, I'm back in the game. No. I haven't read 8-Bit Theater. I've heard of it. I don't think I ever looked into it. I don't remember what it was supposed to be, if I ever found out. It's a little late to get a Claymore in there now at this point. I mean, it would have to be part of the fight, I think. Like if we really wanted to extend it, maybe in future. Like because we'll probably have to bring Knife back at some point. So he can bring out better knives, right? We do need something going this way, though. Let's actually. I'm trying to think of how you draw a Bowie knife. That's going to kind of fudge that up then if I do that. It's going to fudge it up? Who the fuck am I? Final Fantasy. Oh, 1. Okay, I thought I read 7 for a second. I do not recall that guy. No, it needs to be more vertical. Maybe going the other way. Sword chucks. Okay, good stuff. Kind of, right? Yeah. Can't. I think this is too much. Too much of a curve. to go from straight to that kind of curve, it's, it's not going to work. Did I have like a fuller or anything? Not so much. No, okay. I feel like I just kind of maybe makes them lose track of each other. All right. That's the kind of statement that doesn't really, allow much of a response other than, yes or no. I'll go with yes. All right, so let's get our boy here done, and then we can probably call it a day. This one might not take too long, actually. We'll see. See how long I take on this one. And I still got a couple of videos I want to get done by the end of the day. So Can't take too long of this, or I'll chill for too long afterwards, and that'll kind of put an end to my day. But we gotta have something to draw on Wednesday too, right? We couldn't just move on to the next page. No. Let's see here. Get ink all over my fingers again. Okay, maybe this will go by a little quicker than I thought. Maybe we'll do one more panel down here. We'll see. Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty sloppy here. So this is the thing. Like, I can go on for another hour or so after this, probably, but like, I don't know that it'll make the page any good. You know, I got a panel coming up here that I can do in my sleep, so that's fine. But after that, I think, yeah, definitely time to call it quits. Thanks. I appreciate that. Both of them. Hey, Robert, how's it going, man? Thank you. It's coming along. Yeah, let's start in on a guest revisit right now. No, I don't have the brain power for it anyway. I would. Actually, that would be fun, but. Okay. So. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Ah, fuck's sake. Let's see if I need that or not. Oof. See the dialogue here? Pretty sure I can just do like a close up of the eye kind of thing for the big threaten. This is gonna have to be like a low angle shot from because he's moving on now to gun show. And that panel's gonna take a little while because that's gonna have some background in it, and I'm gonna have to figure some shit out. You know what? I should put this down further so that I can put the word balloon over his head. Learning the odd thing here and there every once in a while. we're gonna need a smaller eye than that, I think. Gotta remember that image eyes are always tiny. Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just about out of steam here. See what we can do to get some Jim Lee-isms in here. Well, thanks, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Every once in a while, I realize like I'm just sitting here not saying anything, and just kind of hatching away at something. And it's like, man, I hope that's entertaining for somebody. Yeah, oh man, it's getting very random now. In fact, you know what? I'm actually going to call that because I'm getting like, I'm starting to get into that. I'm Bill Sienkiewicz frame of mind. It's like, no, you are not. So just stop. I don't think that quite works. That's okay. All right. Yeah, 3.5 hours is going to have to do it for today. So thanks for sticking around, guys. I appreciate it. I'm going to flex my fingers a lot for a little while. Look how much freaking spatter ended up going on here. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe not so much. But like, yeah, this whole thing eventually is just going to be like a vaguely page-shaped square here and then just splatter and shit everywhere. No, not so much. Moon Knight guy, New Mutants guy. I don't really pull either of those off. Electro Assassin guy. His early stuff, like really early, it's like, maybe you can get a little close. All right, so I'm gonna take off. Again, thanks for sticking around. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Yes, the giant. I've never actually read The Giant Bear. You know, I've seen bits of it. I think Cartoonist Kayfabe did they did a review of the his Artifact edition, which had a bunch of stuff from the Giant Bear, the Demon Bear, whatever it is. Yeah, no, it looks awesome, and like he's just doing all sorts of crazy shit. So it definitely looks like it's worth checking out. It's also, kind of expensive to track those issues down. So, sometimes you got to prioritize like quantity over quality. It's like, no, I need like 5 videos. I've got openings for them, and I really do have to fill that. Oh yeah, awesome. Well, hey, check it out today. If it's been a while, why not go back to it? I'm stuck reading Savage Dragon number 13, the Image X month today. So by all means, you guys should be enjoying some like fun comics. And oh my god, I took my glasses off. That's a bad idea. Wow, man. All right. I got nothing to be sorry about. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back on Wednesday. All right. So have a good one.